welcome back to Dragonwing Diamonds. I am here today with our weekly whip and chat, but as I said this last week, I'm doing this month a little bit differently because I am currently hosting Night Court November with my dear friend Sophie over the Diamond Help Desk. I have an announcement video posted on my channel. I'll try to remember to link it, but no promises. I'm very forgetful. But yeah, so there's an announcement video. There's a bunch of information on Instagram, so definitely check it out if it is something you're interested in. I am doing an event based off of book series. So that is going to be kind of the theme here. So for today's whip and chat, this is an event whip and chat. So I will be doing some would you rather questions that are related to books and reading. And then throughout or some point within the video, there will be a keyword as well as announcements for the winners from last week. So yeah, I'm very excited for this week. We have amazing prizes to give away, and yeah, I'm just really I love seeing all your guys's progress and stuff on Instagram. So here we are. Oh, and in Sophie's Discord, which there's a lot of progress photos posted there as well. Okay, so I've already finished my first Night Court November kit, and oh, what the heck is on this drill? Okay, that's just a really pointy drill. Yeah, I already finished my first kit, and I am working on this one. This one's just basically going to be my whip and chat one. I have not worked on this one since the first whip and chat, which is why we only still have the one section done. But yeah, so... Oh yeah, what am I working on with yada yada yada. Okay, so I am working on The Painter by Mage on Duty. This is Feyre from the Acotar series. And then what I am working with, I think this is all the same as last week. So for my adhesives, I have Snicker Bar Cappuccino glue dots and some of this WIP putty, which I actually have to load this up. It's a new multi-placer for this. But yeah. I have some WIP putty in the apple cinnamon flavor, or not flavor, scent. Don't yell at me. So yeah, apple cinnamon scent. Love Laura's putty. She just started making it, and it's amazing. I actually just got my second order in. But yeah, Laura is a sponsor, so yay. Definitely check out We Wax Crafts. Amazing, amazing products. Her wax is literally the best for ABs. Like, I have not found a wax that works better than hers for ABs. So we got that, and then I'm also using this Bijou Bliss tray. This is actually the colors we had for last year's trays, and they are also sponsoring us again this year. I'm very excited. The pen is from Enablers Outpost, and this, oh, okay, it's a window, and this was what the giveaway pen last year was based off of, so. Enablers Outpost is also sponsoring us again this year. Very exciting. And then we have this beautiful, I think it goes this way, this beautiful washi tape from Simply Gilded. And then I'm using a Galloway's Gallery cover minder, Be a Book Dragon in a World of Bookworms. Okay, so I'm going to get this loaded up, and we're gonna get our section cut, and then we are going to jump into it. So yeah, I hope you guys had a fantastic week. I don't really have much to say about my week, honestly, because it's just, yeah, it is. It's just kind of been, we're doing a lot right now, and I will say Diamond Art Club's killing me this week because honestly, this is a very hard wax, so it does, or not wax, putty, so it doesn't want to break very easily. There we go. Works amazingly though. Anyways, so yeah, we've been kind of like trying to plan getting the house ready, and then it's like, oh, well, we got to make sure everything's in order. It's just, there's a lot going on here, so we're deep in that. But yeah, and then of course Diamond Art Club this week is just killing me. Like, I think out of 8 images that they've previewed for the week, I want 7 of them. 7 of them are going on my wish list. Grumble. Yeah, they came for me this week really hard. Like the little hibiscus dragon is so cute. I want it so bad. Okay. But yeah, so we'll get to these questions once I'm done evening this out. I don't want to waste any of it. Come on. Still a lot on the top there. There we go. So yeah, let's just dive into these questions while I'm fighting with this. Still my favorite putty though, let me tell you. It's so sticky. Oh, did I take too much off now? I might have. Dang it. Get back in there. Struggle bus. Okay, anyways, let's start with these. Okay, so I have like a couple sets that I'm going to read from just in case I don't have enough from the one. But yeah. So the first one is, would you rather wait to buy your favorite series book in an edition that matches your bookshelf or read the book in any edition because you're desperate to read it? I feel like in that instance, I would rent the book since I'd be desperate to read it and then buy the fancy edition to match. I definitely do a lot with like Libby, and I downloaded Hoopla and I haven't started messing with it yet. So yeah, I have those outlets, and then it's like, okay, yeah, if a special edition comes out, then yeah, I can buy the special edition. Kind of works around that. Why am I like such a spaz today? That didn't even cut, what the heck? Would you rather read a series that as they come out or wait until all books have been published to binge read them? I guess it depends on how early on I discovered the series. I think for the most part, as long like I've been the like I read popular books, like that's just how I am. People say like, oh yeah, this book is amazing, and then I go over and read it, which is how I ended up reading ACOTAR and Fourth Wing. So yeah, I definitely do read it as the series comes out. And in reality, like midnight releases are so much fun to go to, even though I haven't been to one since Harry Potter. But yeah, so there's dang it, my brain just whoop. It's because I started looking for a color. Apparently I can't multitask today. There we go. So yeah, I definitely am a read as it come out type. There we go. Oh, I don't know what that cat is getting into though. Would you rather finish the late library book with 50 pages left and pay the $100, or that's a euro, 100 euro fine for being overdue and you can't borrow it again, or return before the due date? I mean, don't they have extensions and stuff like that? Well, I guess not if people are waiting for it. I don't know. I honestly don't rent library books like that, just because I know that I read, like, I read in a weird pace. Like, I'll start a book and then I won't, like, touch it again for a little bit, just because, like, my free time is so sporadic. Like, it's just, it's very rare when I actually have a decent amount of free time anymore. So I would say, like, that one doesn't apply to me because I would not borrow a book from the library. If I'm going to read a book, I would get it on Libby on audiobook, which, I mean, that kind of forces you to return it. And then, or I would just buy the book outright. My toxic trait is I see a book I like and I buy it and the other books in the series without knowing if I like the first book. That's totally what I do. Would you rather be in a Darlan from Throne of Glass or Prithian from Court of Roses and Thorns? Ooh. Oh, that's a tough one. Honestly, I think I'd rather be in Prithian. Throne of Glass, like there's a lot of stuff going on there, and I don't know, I think Prithian would be the better place to be. Especially if I can live in the Night Court. Would you rather read 300-page book or one beast book of 900 pages? Well, I've done both. If it's like books in a series, I think I'd rather read them individually because I like knowing when I'm going to finish the book, seeing how much is left and everything like that. But if it's like literally like, oh, what is it, The Priority of the Orange Tree or whatever that book is, that's like a huge book, like I'd read that in a heartbeat. So yeah, I guess it's circumstantial. And here we go, Edward or Jacob from Twilight. Sorry, I've always been vampires over werewolves, so I'd always go Edward over Jacob. Would you rather read the book first or watch the movie first? Most of the time, it's read the book first. I will admit that School for Good and Evil, I didn't know it was a book until after I saw the movie, so that one's different. But School of Good and Evil on Netflix, I know I talked about it in last week's WIP and Chat. That one, I watched the movie first and then read the book after, and I'm not gonna lie, the book was not so good compared to the movie, in my opinion. Like, I really struggled to get through that book because, yeah, the character annoyed me so much, and she was not that annoying in the other book in the movie. So yeah. Would you rather have been rewarded a lifetime worth of books or a lifetime of reading books? Oh. I'd probably say a lifetime of reading books just because, like I said, I don't have a lot of time to read right now. So if I had a lifetime of books, it would just be piles and piles in my house without being read. But a lifetime of reading books, I would be able to keep up better. Yeah, that's the route I would definitely go. Would you rather read a hyped book and avoid spoilers, or wait and be susceptible to spoilers? I am pretty good about avoiding spoilers. I think there's only been like a couple of times where I've like scrolled to something and went, oh, okay, that just happened, but it's okay. Spoilers don't ruin a book for me. It really doesn't. It just kind of like makes me pay attention more. I would rather go in without spoilers, but yeah, so I mean, I would say I'm okay waiting on a book if in potentially getting spoilers, because it's not going to ruin the time for me personally. Yeah. Would you rather be in the TV adaptation of your favorite book or the fictional world of your favorite book? Oh, fictional world, 100%. Can't trust a TV adaptation to do it correctly. And I know like some books, like I know like they do a decent job with some books and stuff like that, but there are others that are just like, oof, no thank you. So yeah. Okay. Would you rather meet your favorite author or meet your favorite character? I guess it depends on the book. I mean, well, no, I guess that's favorite character overall. Oh gosh. Do I have a favorite book character overall? I feel like I struggled with this question last week, or a similar question. I guess I'd say favorite character. Because author, you never know what they're going to be like when you meet them in person, but character, you know what they're going to be like, because honestly, they're written the way they are. So, yeah. Less of a disappointment that way. Would you rather only read series or only read standalones? Well, I currently read mostly series. As it is, it's very rare when I read a standalone, although I think I'm reading one right now, which is kind of funny. But yeah, I would rather, I'm definitely more of a series person because I like being able to follow the character through multiple adventures instead of just being one and done. I know I'm going to be very disappointed when I'm done reading the current book I'm reading because it's like, oh, well, I don't have any more adventures with you now. So yeah. Hey, pick up. Would you rather read one book at a time or multiple books? I can do multiple at a time, especially if it's like one is audio, one is up on my nightstand that I'm reading before bed, if I ever do that again. So yeah, I have no issues reading multiple books at a time, especially when they're very different books. Like currently I'm reading a romance novel, well, I'm listening to a romance novel on Audible, and I am, but, well, I guess both are romance now that I think about it, but there's a big difference in it. It's like one of them is, set in more Victorian era, whereas the other one's set modern and stuff like that. So, those having very different stories in each place definitely helps out with that. Where were we? Would you rather only read physical books or ebooks? If I am physically reading, then the answer is physical books. I want to be a Kindle reader, I really do, but the screen tires my eyes out a lot faster than actual like pages and stuff like that. So yeah, if I'm sometimes I just lean more towards the physical books. Plus, I said this earlier, I like seeing how much I have left in a book, and you really don't get that opportunity as easily on Kindle. So yeah, I'd say I'm more of a physical reader than an e-reader, unless you count audiobooks in that, but then I'm more of an audiobook person because I can do that while I'm diamond painting. Let's see. Would you rather live in one of the factions from Divergent or one of the districts in Hunger Games? Oh boy. That's a toughie. I haven't read through the entire Divergent series, so I don't know how that all gets resolved. I don't know if we're looking at, I would have to say Divergent, honestly, or not, Divergent, because Hunger Games, it's like that'd be more life-threatening, and I don't want to get reaped and thrown into a combat with people and stuff. That doesn't, yeah, I wouldn't survive that, not in the slightest. Would you rather have your favorite hero's powers or your favorite villain's powers? Ooh. Who's my favorite villain? Is there a villain I like with powers? I'd probably have to say heroes then. Yeah, I'd have to say favorite hero's powers. Because honestly, if I could have Pharaoh's powers, oh heck yeah. She can do so much stuff. So yeah, that would be my answer. Would you rather never read a new release or never be able to reread a book? Honestly, I would be okay with never being able to reread a book because I am not a rereader. I think so far there's only been one book series that I have actually reread in its entirety, and that was acotar. I generally don't do well with rereading just because, like, you know, it's like, oh yeah, I know the story, I've witnessed it before. Even though, like, there's time separated and stuff and I forget and stuff and everything like that, I still try to go back in and it's like, I don't want to read this right now. So yeah, I'm okay with not having to or never being able to reread again because that wouldn't bother me at all. Would you rather live in your favorite character's world or have your favorite character live in your world? Oh, get me out of this world. I will happily live in their world. Especially if there's magic and stuff. Like, oh heck yeah, I'm all for that. Give me the magic. Would you rather every book start with once upon a time or every book end with and they lived happily ever after? I would have to say start with once upon a time because not every book has a happy ending. So yeah. Yeah, I feel like starting off with once upon a time is better because it's not a lie. Let's see. Would you rather never be able to buy a book again or never be able to borrow a book again? I would say borrow. I definitely have no issues buying my books. Although, oh, I guess borrow means Libby too. Never mind, scratch that. I would rather borrow. I changed my mind very quickly on that one. So yeah, I would rather borrow the book or never be able to buy again because, I mean, borrowing, you can, like, doesn't really specify completely. So it's like, oh, you can borrow from your friends, your family, the library, all that stuff. So I feel like that's a good one. Okay, so yep, glad I pulled multiples because that only took 20 minutes. Okay. Okay, this one's going to be a little bit more unhinged question, so I'm ready for it. Before I start in, though, I'm going to take a quick sip. Hi, Artemis. You better not put your claws on me again, cat. Okay. Hi, you're so crazy. Okay. So, first question is, would you rather have a friend who loses your books or one who dog ears them? Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, Artemis is looking at me with a cute face. That's tough. I mean, honestly, I'd rather somebody lose my book than deface it. Like, I don't like having creases in my pages on my books and stuff like that, so yeah, I would say I'd rather them lose the book and I'd have to replace it. Oh, I hope I have enough of these to finish this section without having to open up the other bag. Would you rather secretly love a book everyone else hates or secretly hate a book that everyone else loves? I don't, I mean, it's all secretive, so, I mean, I guess I would rather secretly love a book that everyone hates. I think that's the way I would go on that one. Because, I mean, in reality, if people don't like the book, I'm not going to talk about it with them anyways, so it's not like it really makes much of a difference for me. I'm definitely not one of those people who'd be like, oh my gosh, how could you not like this book? But this, and this. And it's like, no, it's like everybody's entitled to their own opinion. Everybody likes the books they like. Everybody likes, or like everybody's different and their minds are different. So I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh yeah, I'm going to shame you for not liking a book that I like. Because I'm sure there's a lot of books that I like that people don't. Let's see. Would you rather be stuck on a very long plane or train without a book? I would probably say train, because at least you have pretty scenery to look at. On a plane, you kind of look outside and all you see is clouds and sky. So yeah, I guess I would say train for that. There's plenty of other ways to entertain anyways. Do I have my diamond painting? Does that count? Would you rather have dinner with your favorite author or your favorite character? This one was already basically said, and I said favorite character just because, you know how your favorite character is going to act. You don't know how your favorite author is going to act. Okay. Would you rather date a character you have a crush on or your crush from real life? I mean, I'm married, so I don't really have a crush anymore. I mean, there's a lot of times I joke with my husband that I'm like, oh, I'm going to leave you for this book character and stuff, but I mean, the characters are written with their significant others and stuff like that, and I wouldn't want to take them away from one another, so I'd say I'd stick with my husband in real life. You better understand how much I love him, jeez. Would you rather have your favorite book turned into a movie or your favorite movie turned into a book? I'd say favorite movie turned into a book. Because, yeah, we all know what happens when they try to make movies out of books. It just does not end well. Because they cut things or they move things around and just don't make it, they just don't make it good. It's so weird doing color blocking on a jade kit. So yeah. Would you rather read a book with an annoying cliffhanger or one where your favorite character is killed off? Oh gosh, I've read both. I've read both. I would rather do the annoying cliffhanger and try to spare my favorite character. Unless the annoying cliffhanger is that character's death, you know, that would suck. Double whammy right there. So yeah, I would stick with the cliffhanger because at least that can get resolved. Character death normally doesn't get resolved, but there are books out there that do. So yeah. What's that sound? I think Sydney. Maybe Sydney's being loud up in her room. The rest is out. Don't worry, I have more bags of this. Just couldn't fit it all in the containers. Let's see. Okay, I already answered that one. Okay, there we go. Would you rather live in a library or a bookstore? I want to live in a bookstore because at least there's coffee. Let me live in a Barnes & Noble any day with a Starbucks in there. Oh yeah, that'd be golden. I'd be set for life. Plus that new book smell. You just really can't beat that new book smell. Would you rather lose your place or get a paper cut every time you read a book? Wow, that's really an interesting one. I would have to say, because of my memory, I would rather get a paper cut every time I read a book. I can do long stunts, right? So that means I just get the one paper cut if I just don't put the book down. And more excuses to sit and read the whole time. But yeah, that's yeah, my memory is just really bad and it would take me way too long to try and find my spot again. So yeah, I'm going to opt for the painful option to avoid my terrible memory. Okay, would you rather have to always read in the dark or always read with tiny text? Oh gosh, that's a tough one. I would have to say tiny text because yeah, I don't do well in the dark. I don't see well in the dark. And that's kind of funny because like I have brown eyes, and very dark brown eyes, and my husband's got like lighter colored green eyes and stuff like that. And so like whenever we're outside in the daytime and stuff like that, he's always like vampiring and like putting sunglasses on and stuff because it's so bright and everything. And then I'm like sitting there like, yeah, it's fine for me. But yeah, then in the dark, it's like, okay, I can't see as well. So definitely trade off. So yeah, I think I would say the tiny text, no matter, like, that would be very annoying, but it would be something I could handle a little bit easier than the dark. Plus my eyes are already bad. I don't want to make them worse. Would you rather read by a fireplace or on the beach? Oh, by a fireplace. I have tried reading on the beach. It does not end well usually because it's like very distracting and the wind blows and all that stuff. But at least by a fireplace, you can sit and have like a warm drink and then have like be under a blanket and a nice warm armchair, like a nice cozy armchair. I think I need a fireplace in my next house. But yeah, that would be my choice 100%. Just being able to be cozied up by a fire. Dang, I got through that one way too fast. Let's see. Oh my god, these are... Okay, we got another one. These are pretty unhinged already as well. Oh, I'm glad, man, I'm going through these way too fast. Okay, next set. So the first one is, would you rather read from a hardback, paperback, or ebook? I am definitely the paperback. Usually like the hard copies are heavy for my wrists, and I'm one of those people who kind of just like reads in multiple different positions. Like I'm like constantly moving and rolling and like getting on my stomach and reading there and then rolling at my back, and just I don't sit still while reading. So I definitely do better with paperback. Oh gosh. Would you rather crack the spine of a paperback book or ruin a hardback's dust jacket. Oh gosh. I would say the dust jacket because that can at least be replaced. If you crack the spine on a paperback book, ooh, it's you don't come back from that. You get that line for all eternity. And I do have a couple of books that do have that, and it just, yeah, it makes me sad seeing it sometimes. One more. I can do one more. Bam. Okay. Would you prefer info dump on a world magic system to a drip feed technique? I prefer the drip feed. I like learning about the world as we're going through it, because if you just do an info dump at the beginning, you're going to get to something later. Well, me personally, I'll get to something later on and it'll be like, wait, did they touch on this? Did they say this? Is this something? Like, I wouldn't be able to retain the info dump, so definitely prefer the drip feed. Okay, would you rather have a soft magic system or a hard magic system? I think I would have to say soft. If it gets too complex, it gets difficult to read. And trying to remember all the rules of everything that can or can't happen, I feel like, yeah, that would be difficult. So yeah, definitely a soft magic system for me. Gotta keep an eye on the time. I think I got plenty though. Would you rather jump on board with a book series and wait to see if it gets traction, or wait to be a successful book series and to be brought to your attention? I would rather the first one, honestly. I'd rather jump on board with a new book series. Definitely not in the vein of, oh, I liked this before it was cool type thing. No, I like supporting various authors, and I mean, an author doesn't have to be a popular author for me to read them. I just hear about them easier because obviously they are a popular author. But for the most part, I definitely like to experience, like I'll pick up a book and look at it in the bookstore and be like, oh, this looks interesting. And I'll read the cover and I'll be like, yeah, I'll give this a try. Yeah, I don't like sit there and be like, run to the bestsellers and then just sit there. That's totally not me. Okay. Would you rather have, oh yeah, that one was on the last two. Okay. Would you rather read duologies, trilogies, or standalone books? I would say I kind of did answer this one already. Similarly, I would go for the series over a standalone. I like following characters through multiple adventures and seeing where things end up for them and stuff. Would you rather read self-published authors or traditionally published authors for 2 years straight? Oh, I mean, they both have their merits. Like, I don't know. If I was forced to read them for 2 years straight, I'd probably go more for published authors, but I won't knock the self-published way because a lot of people have gotten successful that way. So yeah. Would you rather be stuck in your favorite SFF book or SFF world or your favorite SFF book? What? I don't know what that is. Oh, science fiction fantasy? Okay, gotcha. I'd rather be in the world, specifically the world after the book is done, because generally the world is better once the book is over. So, yeah. The sun is trying to come out right now. Hopefully it doesn't get too washed out. Would you rather read fantasy or science fiction? 100% fantasy. I love fantasy. I am not big on science fiction. And I'm definitely one of those adamant people too. It's like, don't put guns in a medieval setting. Like, that's just how I am personally. So yeah, I 100% love my fantasy, and yeah, 100%. Would you rather, we already did that one. On a different one. Oh gosh. Would you rather have to reread your least favorite book every month or never read your favorite book again? I don't even know what my least favorite book would be, but I feel like I want to do that, so well, yeah, I know I said I don't reread, but that's my favorite book. I would want to read that again. So I think I'd have to force myself to read my least favorite book every month so I can continue, or so I have the option to read my favorite book. Would you rather secretly, oh yeah, we did that one already. Would you rather dog ear your book or never be able to mark your place? Oh gosh, this is rude. This is like really rude. In this case, I would dog ear. Like, I need to be able to mark my place. Otherwise, I'd spend way too much time looking for my place again instead of reading, and there goes all my reading time. Damn. Cannot believe a question actually made me say I'd dog ear. Painful. Oh my god, that's just rude. Would you rather listen to your favorite book as an audiobook narrated by the worst narrator ever or never read it again? Oh my gosh. I'd have to do the worst narrator. I would have to. Because, like, in reality, you just gotta get through it once, right? Yeah, you don't only have to get through it once. And, like, I know exactly what narrator would be the one for me, too. Like, I'm not a fan of the Fourth Wing narrator and the Iron Flame one. I think that's part of the reason why it's taking me so long to actually get through Iron Flame right now. I'm just not a fan of how they narrate and stuff, and just, yeah, that'd be painful, but I could do it for my favorite book. Would you rather have a disappointing end, unfulfilled cliffhanger, or lose your favorite character? Oh gosh. I mean, if the story made sense to it, I'd rather lose the favorite character, just to make sure, like, the story does end on a good note, because honestly, a disappointing end it's just icky. Like, you get all the way to the end and it's like, oh, and then it was all a dream, and it's like, oh, well, that just ruined every ounce of time I dedicated to that. And no, thank you. Just no. No. Okay, well, I think I'm just going to do a shorter whip and chat today because I'm out of Would You Rathers again, and, well, let's see. Let's see what this one is. I'm getting a lot of repeat questions, so I don't want to... Oh. Oh, these are different. Okay. God. Okay, here we go. I have more. Never mind. I'm not going to end early. Just kidding. But before we continue, let's talk prizes. So last week I had a tin of WeWax and an Enablers Outpost gift card that was for $25. So I am going to be inserting names in here because I gotta, well, first off, I still gotta pull them, I won't lie. I have very limited time today, so I didn't have time to get it done beforehand because I gotta get this done before my stepson gets home. So yeah, so I will be pulling, and I will be running it by our Google form, and then I'll be posting, or you'll see the pop-ups here. I gotta make sure I write down the order as well. Well, I'm just gonna go in order of that. So yeah, and I'm like really out of it today. So yeah, I'll pull after, run it by the Google form and stuff, and then by the time this is going up, of course, you guys will see the winners and everything like that. So let's just stop talking and get to it. So yeah, we had fantasy was the keyword last week, and we had, I don't know why I'm saying we had. Okay, so first off, for the tin of WeWax, our winner will be, check it out. Okay, congratulations to that winner. And then the second winner for the $25 Enablers Outpost gift card, go ahead and check out the screen, and congratulations. So that's going to be our first two winners. I should have all information. I might have to reach out for emails for the gift card specifically, but I will go ahead and send Laura your information and stuff, so that way she can send that out to you. So congratulations to our two winners from week 1. And let's talk week 2. So I have a couple of amazing prizes to give away. So we will have another tin of WIP. So that will be prize number 1. Number 2, we have some amazing cover minders from Shire Shenanigans. These are pretty big, but they are freaking awesome. They're made out of wood, and it's like wood burned on there. So cool. So I have a set of 4 of these. 4? 1, 2, 3, yeah, 4. I have a set of 4 of these. So if you win this, I will reach out to you and show you the 4 that you have to choose from, and you can choose which one of the 4 you want. And then I'll do that as we go on for the rest of it. So we'll have 1 Shire Shenanigans cover minder, 1 tin of WIP, and I will be giving away a Bijou Bliss tray. So we have an amazing color combination using some of Bijou Bliss's new glitter coats or glitter filaments. So that's very exciting. So yeah, definitely very excited for that. So for our keyword, we are going to use the word book. So make sure you use the word book in a sentence below. Do not just write the word book. Do not say anything about prize, giveaway, yada, 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 because we don't want the scammers coming our way. So yeah, we want to just use book in a sentence. And in the other thing you would have to do, if you haven't done it for week 1, just please make sure to fill out that weekly prize form. I will try to remember to have it linked below. So that way, in case you haven't gotten it, it's there. So yeah, definitely fill out that Google form if you haven't already. Then you just fill it out once and you're set for all the weekly prizes. And now I'm realizing it's middle of the month, so I need to work on a grand prize form. So I will work on that. Hopefully that'll be up by sometime next week. We'll see. Hopefully I have time. So yeah, there we go. That should be it for our prizes, and let's move along. I'm gonna take a sip real quick. Okay. Next color. Okay. It's kind of scary that it says the dreaded questions on it. So, the first one, would you rather be stuck on an island without books or stuck in a library full of books you can't read? I'd rather be stuck in a library because then at least like I can listen into other people reading and I'm not stranded on an island. I'm assuming stranded is how it would be, right? Would you rather read all the books except for those written by your favorite author, or read only the books written by your favorite author and nothing else? Wow. I guess, I mean, I like having a variety, although I think Sarah J. Maas is moving up to be one of my favorite authors, although Rachel Kane is also very much in my heart as a favorite author, so I don't know, like, I don't think I'd be able to read the same books over and over again, so I would have to, unfortunately, say the second one, or no, wait, no, the first one, so I wouldn't be able to read books from my favorite authors, so yeah, and as much as it pains me, I'd have to do that because I like having a variety. Would you rather read a book with a cliffhanger or read a book with a heartbreaking ending? If it's the end of a series, definitely the heartbreaking ending. If it's the end of a book in a series, I would probably go with the cliffhanger because, once again, there is a way to resolve that in the next book, so I can accept that, whereas something heartbreaking happening, that doesn't resolve easily usually, depending on the heartbreaking thing. Would you rather throw your favorite book into the ocean or have a friend never return it? I would say have the friend never return it because at least it's still getting love and not just sitting in the bottom of the ocean. My friend would still be reading it, I'm sure. especially thinking about the friends I do have, like, yeah, I think they'd be reading it. Who would you rather say from Lord Voldemort, Hagrid or Neville? That's rude. I'd probably have to go with Neville, though. Like, his character growth throughout the series and everything like that. I adore him. Plus, I totally ship him and Luna. I love them together. So yeah, I would save Neville. Plus, he's younger, and Hagrid's lived a very long life. Would you rather write a book that never sells or hire a ghostwriter who guarantees you some bestsellers? Honestly, I would rather write a book that never sells, because at least that way it's my work and not somebody else's work. Plus, it kind of sucks for ghostwriters because they don't like get the recognition or anything like that. So yeah, I'd rather write my own book and have it flop. I mean, it wouldn't do great for my confidence, but it'd be okay. It'd be okay. Something I could come back from. Let's see. Oh, already answered that one. What is this question? Would you rather read the first half of a book and never read the ending, or the last half of the book but never read the beginning? I would say probably I'd rather read the last half of the book, because then at least I get closure on what's happening. And it's easier to piece it together if you're starting, or if you don't like have the beginning of the book. Because obviously things happen in the beginning of the book, but then like all the crazy stuff happens at the end. So it'd be easier to figure out what happened in the beginning based on what happened at the end and how the characters are, and like little subtle clues and stuff like that. Let's see. Would you rather spend the day with your favorite character? Oh wait, I already did that one. A lot of these are in the same. Yeah, that's the same one as well. Oh, okay. Would you rather miss out on a meeting with your favorite author or meet your least favorite book character? Depends. Do I get to punch my least favorite book character? Actually, I know exactly who that would be, too. It would be Professor Umbridge. Oh my gosh, yeah, I guess it depends what I be. Like, as I do, I get some joy out of the meeting the worst character? Because if so, then I go that route 100%. Let's see. Would you rather go on a date with Edward Cullen from Twilight or Cormac McLaggen from Harry Potter? Oh god, no, give me Edward any day. Oh my god, Cormac was such a jerk in the books. So, no thank you. Oh shoot, my stepson's home. Okay, let's see. Next up, would you rather never be allowed to visit a library again or never be able to watch films again? I'd be okay giving up movies, honestly. I'm not a big movie person as it is. I'm more of a book person, so yeah, give me that any day. Okay, I'm gonna finish these out and then I'll be done. Let's see, where are we at? Would you rather have your favorite character die at the end of a series or have them be miserable for the rest of their lives? I mean, I would choose the option of compassion and not making them miserable for the rest of their lives. Yeah, that'd just be cruel. Like, and if they're my favorite character, why would I inflict misery on them? So no. If their life is just going to end up bad, then definitely just have them go in some heroic manner and stuff. Dang it, I knew that was... Wasn't sure if that was just a little tab or not. Oh gosh. Okay. Let's see. Would you rather watch Fantastic Beasts or the original Harry Potter films? The original. I honestly have not seen all of the Fantastic Beasts yet. I was kind of frustrated that they replaced Johnny Depp because I thought he did amazing Grindelwald. So I was like, yeah, I'm here for that, but like, I don't know. I still, like, I haven't jumped back into it to see the rest of them, so definitely the original Harry Potter. Plus, there's more movies that way. Would you rather have a Kindle that always breaks down on you or have to carry the hardback versions of whatever book you're reading around with you? I'm okay carrying the hardcover, especially since they have like protector sleeves on for them and stuff like that. So I'd probably get some of those and just do that. Would you rather be stuck in your favorite novel or meet your favorite character in real life? Stuck in your favorite novel? That's kind of a different one because it's like, it's not just going to the novel, but being in the events of the novel. Oh, yeah, I'd have to say that I would rather meet my favorite character in real life in that regards because I would not want to walk into a war or anything like that. Okay, and last, would you rather only ever read romance novels or only ever read thrillers? Oh, come on, that's an easy one for me. Give me romance over thriller any day. I am not a thriller person. So, there we go. Okay, we have, so yeah, make sure you fill out the Google form, do the keyword and stuff like that. I hope you guys are enjoying taking part in Night Court November. I'm definitely enjoying hosting it. I'm enjoying keeping it, like watching everything. I know I'm not as active on Instagram, but I'm making sure to go through and like posts and everything like that. So yeah, here we are. So week 2 already. Like, it's crazy to think about. So, yeah, make sure you do your keyword in time. It'll be the same as last week. We'll just go until Thursday, which is what date? I have a million notifications. I only sit down for an hour. So yeah, we'll have Thursday Thursday the 21st will be the close of the week 2, and then we'll go ahead and get them drawn and stuff, and yeah, should be good to go. So yeah, I think I don't have anything else to say this time around. Once again, I hope you guys are having a great week. Hope you guys enjoyed these questions and such, and yeah. If you like this video, be sure to give me a thumbs up and make sure you leave me a comment. Feel free to answer any of those would you rather questions. Curious to see what your answers are. Definitely need to figure out what I want to do from next week. I might do like maybe fun facts or something next week. Still thinking it through. So yeah, throw me a comment, and if you're not already subscribed here and you like diamond painting content, please hit that subscribe button down there, and definitely go check out my announcement video for Night Court November, see if it's something that you're interested in, because it's definitely not too late to join up. So yeah, definitely subscribe, and I think that's it. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.